Hi guys, welcome back to Antonio Valente Flowers. This evening I was busy getting some Chantilly snaps into this bed here, and so I thought I'd do a little bit of a tutorial on pinching 101. It's the last thing I do to most of my annuals before I get them into the ground. And so pinching, I do that just before I plant them outdoors. And the reason why I do that is so that all of the new growth that occurs after pinching is automatically hardened off. If you pinch while the seedlings are still indoors, that new growth tends to be a bit on the soft side. So I like to do that just as I'm planting. And when it comes to pinching, it's very sort of black or white. There's very little gray. A lot of growers will decide not to pinch, and they've been doing that for years, and that's great. And they leave the seedling just as it is. And the seedling unpinched will produce one really nice hefty stalk. Now what I do, and I've been doing that for years, is I go in and I pinch the seedlings. And the reason why I do that is because I find that per square foot, it increases the amount of stems that I can get out of each bed. So instead of one hefty stem, I'll get 3 or 4 or possibly even 5 pretty good stems. So I like to go ahead and pinch my seedlings. So like I said, there's 2 schools of thought here. Either you just leave it the way it is, or you gotta pinch. And when you're gonna pinch, you gotta be pretty brutal about it. It may seem a little bit counterproductive if you've never done it, but trust me, in the long run, your plants will be much happier. What you don't want to do is just go in and pinch the little top of the seedling. What that's going to do is now this seedling is going to want to produce far too many stems all along these little leaf nodes on the stem, and the quality of those stems likely won't be great. So what you want to do is when you're pinching, you want to leave no more than 2 major leaf pairs. So pinch that off, and so there you go. I've got 2 major leaf pairs to the seedling. I generally don't count the first small set of seedlings, although you could, and that would be fine too. You really don't need to be afraid. You can be pretty harsh when you are pinching. So now that I've pinched the seedling, I'm gonna get, like I said, maybe 3, 4, 5 really nice, good stems out of this plant. So let's take another one here, and we can kind of look at it, and I'm gonna think, okay, well, this is actually kind of a bit on the taller side, probably gonna pinch about there. So I've got 2 major leaf pairs there. In this case, I counted that small pair of leaves. And so that's what I do just before I plant. But to be efficient, I don't pinch them one at a time. What I do is I just take the whole tray of seedlings, I kind of just guesstimate, and I give them a haircut right across, do the tray all at once in one sort of swoop. All right guys, so that is pinching 101. Give it a shot. You will find your plants will be much more productive, and the stems will be much heftier.